All right. So we learned a lot about all different community partners. I mean, at the riverbed excursion. I mean, and it seems like, and actually, well, and I learned a lot about all the. I didn't realize there's so many problems with any poverty and stuff like that in Des Moines. And I honestly, I've lived my whole life. Some of the ones that I mean, and you guys said that your church has worked with the
Freedom for Youth.
Yeah, Freedom for Youth. That actually looked like a lot of fun. But with I mean, just my schedule and everyone's schedule, I think it would just be easier to do Habitat for Humanity. Did you guys? Sorry, go ahead, Julie.
No, it's just their schedule's a little more open, like because it has like different mornings and like night times.
Yeah, I mean, I wish I could have done this in an earlier semester when I wasn't so dang busy.
Yeah.
But no, I like the riverbed excursion. I mean, it kind of sucked because we didn't get the full. I mean, luckily, Dr. Joe was cool and didn't make us walk in the subarctic weather. But yeah. So, what did you guys learn from your windshield surveys?
Okay, so basically we just talked about, since we didn't go to the excursion, we have history, demographics, a further elaboration of ethnic makeup of the community, just talking about like the values and beliefs. So basically all we had to do is like go out into the community of like the area of like Des Moines or our city or stuff like that, where we would most likely be doing our leadership work. And you basically just looked around and talked about and like took in and analyzed basically what you were seeing. So you talk about like the buildings, like are they old, new, that sort of thing. And then for demographics, we talked about like the people you would see in that population, how old are they, what do they look like, what are their cultures, ethnicity, stuff like that. And I just kind of did downtown as like a major area, like in general, because downtown is big, but like you can go to one part and you'll see one thing, and then you go to another part and you can see another. So I just kind of talked about it in like an overall picture. So my like for history in the buildings, I just talked about how there's a lot of older buildings, and you can tell that from like the brick and like the decorations on the bricks and stuff like that. And then I said a lot of the like open areas we've started to like build on like newer apartments, newer buildings, newer restaurants. I mean, we've recently got the Hy-Vee downtown and all that stuff. And then I just started talking about like the people, you can see like young adults. Sometimes you'll see kids because there's like kid things down there, like the Science Center and stuff like that. And then I just kind of started talking about like you can literally go from seeing like a low income person like in a certain section of Des Moines, and then you can go like a block away and you could see like classy businessmen walking to their jobs, like stuff like that. But that was kind of like my thing.
That was pretty diverse
with it. Yeah.
Did you I mean, did you see anything that like needed to be addressed as far as like homeless people, or just like poverty or anything like that? Because I know downtown's been growing a lot, like in probably the past 5 years.
It has. And my church experiences, our church that I go to does a thing called hot dog ministry. And so we go downtown, and every Saturday, no matter like wind, shine, cold, warm, whatever, we'll go down and like give them hot dogs and stuff. And we'll like sit like right under the bridge, like right before it goes over to the east side Des Moines. And we'll sit there and we'll feed them hot dogs, like the low income and stuff like that. But I feel like in the last year or so that I've been doing this, it's grown. Like the population has grown, and there's like not enough food.
Oh.
Okay. Now, where did you do yours at, Aaron?
So I went to, since we kind of talked about doing Habitat for Humanity, I went to like around the Euclid area, and I actually went down to like the Grandview area. I went to Grandview, so I just went and observed there. And I mean, it was kind of the same thing, I guess, as a college student. I knew like the nice side of Grandview, and it was kind of me to like look around and be like, well, this is actually a really low poverty area, and Habitat for Humanity is just there. So it was interesting to see like Grandview is like the nicest thing in that area. And yeah. So I don't know. I just took down notes about definitely a very diverse area. It was free car in the Habitat parking lot and just watched, and just the diversity of people going in and out. Definitely was eye-opening. It was cool, but yeah.
Good. Yeah, no, I mean, I know it doesn't seem like much, but Habitat Humanity does a lot. I mean, I've worked with them before through the VA and stuff. I mean, and I guess that's kind of why I like them. And plus, I mean, they working in the restore, we'll be doing pretty much just kind of going through stuff that's donated and I mean, kind of sorting it out. But that helps helps raise money to fund their, I mean, the good work they do in the community, like going and doing Rock the Block events where they go into like, I mean, kind of update and make communities a little nicer. Because I think when communities look better, I think they take more pride in them, and it kind of, I mean, looking good, kind of feeling good type of thing. Right.
Yeah. From the interview yesterday. Sorry. From the interview yesterday, it was cool that they made that comment. You know, they're more than just building and helping people have homes. But they were saying Habitat empowers families because it builds more of a stable community, and it teaches people kind of respect for their community. If you build and respect that community. So I thought that was a cool takeaway from my interview yesterday.
Good. Did you identify like, I guess their like specific, I guess mission?
Did you say their mission?
Yeah. Or their. I mean,
their mission statement, like the vision of the.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. Their vision.
Like why they do what they do.
Yep. So they gave me, I mean, I can read it straight off of the handout. You know, they said they're seeking to put God's love into action, bringing people together to build homes, communities, and hope. We're about building with people in need, regardless of race or religion. We welcome volunteers and supporters from all backgrounds.
Okay. Cool.
Like at that place though too, like I know like during the excursion they said that they like building supplies too, but do they also take like in clothes and other stuff too?
No, they don't do clothes, but they
it's literally just building supplies.
Yeah.
That's cool.
In addition to raising money to help their own stuff, they sell. I mean, the stuff they sell is good, and I mean, it's sold discounted, so people are getting a good deal. I mean, I know when my father was updating his house, he bought a bunch of building materials from him and got it at a pretty substantial cost. I mean, discount.
I want to say because like my father-in-law works at like Visor Lumber, and I want to say that they like donate a whole bunch of stuff to them like at the end of the year or something like that. Like, say it was like the door had like the peephole in the wrong spot, like, but it's a perfectly fine door, but they didn't want it, so they had to like they couldn't use it, so they were like I think they donate that kind of stuff to them. Or like wood that's left over, they'll donate that too.
Okay. And
so it is like just basically like straight up building materials.
Well, so I of like the restore. It's such a cool place, and I'm probably gonna shop there to update my own home. But yeah, it's like literally everything to do with homes. So there's like you said, businesses can donate old rugs. I mean, they have like a rack of homemakers rugs that just didn't sell, so they're selling them discounted. flooring, doors, windows, doors,
Okay.
light fixtures, basically anything that goes in your house. So it's pretty
So
cool.
it's like okay, so it is like a Home Depot, but like discounted.
Yeah.
Okay. That's
Yeah.
pretty-
Yeah, I mean, but
It's like
takes the money in, and I mean, it goes out to help. I mean,
And
provide
build
homes
the
for
homes
people
and
in
stuff
need.
like that.
Yeah. Well, it's not like it's a charity. What's nice about this charity is it's not just a handout to these people. It's giving them it's giving them a hand up. I mean, because they don't get it for free. They have to. I mean, put in time at the store.
Yeah, like he
They
said, it
have
was
to
like
help
sweat
other people.
equity.
Yeah, sweat equity. Cool.
Yeah.
So
They said they have to do each person who gets a house has to put in, it's like 350 to 400 hours of sweat equity.
that's a lot, especially if
That's
they're
not
already
bad though, considering you're getting a house.
Yeah, but they're still paying. They're still paying for it though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
That was they kept saying yesterday. They wanted to make sure that like people know that Habitat doesn't give away free homes. They kept saying this over and over that, you know, they work with people to give them their homes, and they still have to, like Zach said, they have to have mortgages and stuff like that. And they go through financial classes. They're not free homes, but they're, you know, more affordable for them.
Yeah.
yeah.
I think they
Well, I
said
wish-
like interest-free, like rate loans, or like their mortgage anyway. So it's like they don't have to pay interest rate; they just pay
Yeah.
for the home.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
they I really wish that I don't know, it sucks because it's winter out, because I would have liked to do like actually work on a house. I think that'd be
Yeah.
fun, but yeah, honestly, not in this weather.
Not in this freezing cold.
No.
Yeah. I mean, they said there's still volunteers and they're building right now, but I still
Bless their hearts.
Your beds, and you'll be fine. Just coveralls, you'll be all right.
Yeah. Eh,
right.
My hands would
I'm
probably
good.
freeze and I'd probably hit it with a hammer. Knowing me.
alrighty, guys. So our next thing, well, I think we're gonna do. Is everyone cool with going to the Euclid?
Yeah.
Euclid restore? Okay. And then I'm down to do a group day like on Saturdays, and February would probably be the best month to do it if you guys are all available, and we could pick a day in February and see if it works.
Sounds good.
Okay. And then I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, you're good.
Oh, no, I was gonna say we can figure out our 3 objectives. We're not quick, but and we don't have to. If we just come up with some general ideas, I can kind of stretch it out and fill in the blanks. Now everyone's busy.
Well, obviously, like the first part is giving back to our community.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean,
But then
like,
that be too like general, because like that's basically what our volunteering is for, is to give back to the community.
yeah. Well, and he says it right there. I mean, our first objective, we want to help Habitat for Humanity. I mean, we want to help them achieve their vision by working the restore. I mean, it doesn't seem like much, but our help's going to help them raise money, which is going to funnel back into their program.
Like, yeah. I don't know. There could also be one like where while we're volunteering, we could actually talk to someone that's there shopping and try to raise awareness of the place, so it can. Because honestly, I didn't even know about Habitat for Humanity Restore. Like now that you said it, I'm excited to go there and like look and see what they have. And then since you're like, I need an area rug.
Yes, me too. But like you said,
there's a place if you want to get area rug. Go to it's called where's that place? At Home. You at the At Home store in West Des Moines. They have rugs galore. They're actually cheap, like really cheap.
I stay out of West Des Moines. I hate the way they drive over there. They just make me mad.
You know, I spent about 3 or 4 years living in Ankeny, that's probably the worst place to drive.
True.
In that area. Too many stoplights in a small area.
Uh-huh.
And it's all, I mean, there's always busy. Never is it not
Yeah.
busy. Okay.
I think
So
it's just because at the point they cut you off a lot more. That's
yeah.
I was driving a dump truck in there, so it's like I don't have brakes like you. Like
Speaking about like while we're at the restore, Ed talk to other workers because a lot of other volunteers are people who are getting homes. So get to know those people, they said, because a lot of people are putting in their sweat equity at the restore. So it'd be cool to get to know, you know, some of the recipients of the homes that we're helping provide for, which would be cool.
Yeah. So do you think you think that could be its own objective in itself, or you want to tie that in with part of, I mean, helping them achieve their mission?
it could be like helping the community and then getting to know the community.
Okay.
I kind of liked the word, like the wording that they said during like Habitat to help empower families. So I guess we could maybe use that wording, like empower families, help create stable communities by teaching good habits and stuff like that. I think helping create a stable community is like should be stable communities where we feel stuff like that.
Sorry, Aaron, I was a little behind in writing it down. Could you repeat what you said one more time?
Yep. So just along the lines of helping empower families by creating stable communities. And then they also said like teaching good habits. And I was just saying like stable communities. So just like where we feel safe, stable communities where we feel safe.
Gotcha. Okay, next objective. I think you're, oops, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was just saying just something along those lines. We can change the wording. That's fine.
I mean, if you want, I can get a rough, when we get done with our STE, I can get a rough draft, put it on Google Docs, and we could all just fine tune it. If that sounds good.
That sounds fine with me.
Okay. And I think our second objective should be, I mean, aimed as far as something about bringing, set an example like for agency, like representing Mercy College of Health Sciences in the best light possible. I mean, in the best way, and set an example for our fellow students can follow.
I agree. That sounds like a good one.
Sorry, I had to let my dogs in.
Oh, you're fine. Mine wants to get outside. He's like burning a hole in the back of my head right now.
Could it also be like tied into that like other colleges too?
Oh yeah, that's a really good idea. And I mean, hopefully, I don't want to say will inspire or encourage. I mean, set an example for other schools to follow.
And then like, what would we do though to like? I guess I know that's like one of our objectives, but what could we like before we even make that like to make that possible? What would we do? Like make a flyer and then you know what I mean? Or we could go and talk to some of the other schools and just be like, hey, can you send out this email? And it's like a flyer that we have. That way it's like like, hey, come volunteer kind of thing. Because that's kind of like what they did at DMAC. If they wanted a food drive, they sent out like a mass email. But it's like we can spread awareness by like going and having them, hey, here's awareness about Habitat for Humanity or something.
Yeah.
Could we do it just within our school, or
Well, we
like I know
can,
it'd
yeah,
be
but we could
super
also,
easy to go to the dean and have them just mass send out that email, or like have the dean send it to like the other deans of the school.
I mean, I think it'd be easier at our school, but I'm saying like if that is our objective, right, in order to spread that word, we would like that's an option to go to a different school.
Well,
Because that's
I
what we
think
said to like other colleges. I mean, it's not that hard to make a little sheet, print it off, and then be like, hey, can you scan this in and send it out to everybody here for awareness? Or can I hang a couple of these up on your billboard? I mean, I'm okay with, I'll go somewhere and like put up stuff. But it's like that would be going towards our goal. So it seems we're actually doing something towards it.
well, maybe we should
I think
leave
that's
that.
a good idea.
I was gonna say maybe just leave that part out of the objective, because if, and not to sound lazy, but just not to make more work for ourselves than we have to. I mean, because I don't know about your guys' schedule, but I'm swamped.
Well, like I said, I have Fridays, so.
Yeah, I have the weekends.
No, but that's what I'm saying. I would have no problem. If that was like part of our objective, I wouldn't have a problem going like, oh, hey, here, let me post this up here, or like.
Oh shoot.
Well, I think we could do it just by, I mean, also just, I mean, by talking about it. I mean, bringing up conversations with people we know. I mean, because we all, I have a group, I have a pretty big cohort that I could talk to. I'm sure Casey does too.
Yeah.
Not sure about sonography or radiography, but
we have a class of 10.
Do you guys mind? Sorry. Do you guys mind repeating that second objective?
Yeah.
So I know what you guys.
I put to help bring. I kind of got to help Mercy College of Science continue their help Mercy College continue their commitment to service leadership and setting an example for other students to follow.
What if we just made it like more broad and just say like help spread awareness of the need to serve in our community?
Yeah.
I like that.
And we could say, just make it more specific, like obviously like you could say like at Mercy and in our general lives or something. Do we have to like write a report on what these, like if we met these objectives or not?
Probably, yeah, we do.
I bet it'll be in our presentation at the end.
See, and that's why I was
True.
Like Mercy is going to kind of know about it anyway, is my point, because servant leadership is basically mandatory for almost every program there.
Yeah, it's mandatory for
Yeah.
graduation.
Well, just an idea. If our objective is like help spread awareness of the need to serve in our community, what if we all like tried to get like one friend or somebody to help volunteer with us, and we could just say like, you know, we had someone else help us volunteer with us, so we spread that awareness to at least another family or something.
I like that.
You know, and maybe it's only one of us or something, but that could just be like an example.
I can drag one person with me.
Yeah, somebody. Yeah,
I could too.
Yeah, no.
it's okay if not, but I was just saying like that could, if we have to like represent our objective, that could be like how we do it. Come on.
Okay, so our first objective is like the empowering the families and help create a stable community that's safe, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so what was the giving back to the community and help with Habitat for Humanity in their goal? Is that just part of that first one too?
Well, honestly, we could put that into an objective in its own.
Okay, so then the third one then would be spread awareness in the community.
Yeah. And then we could talk, I mean, and maybe put it in there. And since, I mean, because they'll be important, it'll be important for us to, I mean, kind of experience in,
Bless
well,
you.
since we're not, we can learn from, I mean, it'll help our health science education by, I mean, because since we might be working with people who are in need of help from Habitat Humanity,
Like,
I mean, we
or
might
like
get a
maybe
chance
they have a
to better
disability.
understand them so we can better serve them. I mean, as a nurse or as maybe, you know what I mean?
Med tech.
Sorry, I'm just kind of hitting a wall today.
No, you're fine. You like slid over the edge.
I
You're
mean,
good.
That's really messing with me.
I mean, that's like knowing that, you know, the clinic, like there are low income clinics, you know, and stuff like that. So, sorry.
Is Broadlawns even like considered in that now still?
Yeah, I think so. Because Brawlin's right there where the Riverbend neighborhood starts. Because there's Prospect Park that runs kind of down Hickman, and then it kind of branches off to 6th Avenue.
Yeah. Okay. Is there anything else, like there's
What's that? Oh.
beneficial to our agency / community? So we did that. To our health science education. I guess like also to our health science education, it could be like working with them too. Then you can like work with a number of diverse people because you will be working with diverse people like in the hospital setting.
Yep.
Like from young to old or rich to poor.
Even just, ethnicities and languages and, you know, it's hard sometimes. I mean, I'm in ultrasound, so sonography and, you know, it's a very hands-on thing. And when people don't speak English and you're using interpreters, it's difficult. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I had to do an X-ray on a guy and he was mute. So that was
that'd be interesting. Well, he gave me a challenge.
Well, I was like writing it down, but then it got to the point where I was like, breathe, don't breathe kind of thing. And then he wasn't even, I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
There was like, I had to like watch it and then like press it. But I know what you mean though, but like if they don't speak English and then it's like really hard to.
Yeah.
And then
you're pretty much solely relying on body language and just hand gestures.
Yeah. Yeah. So what all needs to be done? Like what all is due Monday that we all have to do as a group? Can we just talk about that so I understand?
We have a reflection paper.
Honestly, like once, and I'm gonna ask Julie, since you're good with Google stuff, could you get the Google Doc going for our objectives? And then once we just finalize them on that, I'll put them on the proposal form, and then I can submit this by tonight. And then I think the only other thing, let me check D2L real quick.
We have a reflection paper we have to do, and only one person needs to submit it.
And what's that supposed to be over?
It just says indicate what you learn about the most underserved members of your community in the agency/organization that exists to serve them. Also explain how you as a servant leader could possibly assist / partner with at least one agency organization to help serve them build their capacity to serve. So basically talking about how Habitat for Humanity affects the community and then how we can help them.
Okay.
And it just has to be 1 to 2 pages. So.
That doesn't sound too bad.
Yeah. But the one thing that's confusing me is that with the windshield survey sheets and the other one, like, it says that we're only supposed to turn one in. Like, one per group.
I think there's an option. You can either turn it in one as a group or individually.
Okay.
So I was just kind of planning to turn mine in.
Okay.
I don't know. And then maybe just turn yours in, just like that completed form.
Yeah.
Does that work?
Well, it's kind of weird because
That works for
like
me.
it says on D2L, it says in parentheses only for non-ready-made servant leadership student projects, team students. Like, yeah. So pretty much it's only required for those students that have not already completed research on a ready-made community partner project. Because it talks about summarizing the findings of the windshield survey or community partner research survey.
That's what I'm kind of confused because, like, you two did the River Bend excursion. So do you have to do the community partner research survey? Like, that's where I'm kind of lost in this huge paragraph on detail because it talks about if you didn't go to the River Bend and your team hasn't chosen a ready-made thing, well, technically we haven't because it hasn't been
Habitat for
approved.
Humanity is ready-made.
But it
Yeah,
hasn't been
it's
approved,
ready-made.
so technically to Joe, it's like we haven't done it yet. So
yeah, well,
that's where my confusion is.
Well, if I can get the proposal submitted tonight, I mean, everything's supposed to be due by Monday.
Yeah.
We can get because the STE I'll turn in, we'll finish. I'll stop the recording. I'll turn the link into the D2L. We'll be good. Proposal
Okay.
will be done by tonight, and then we can honestly just because I don't think we just being an online class. I don't think he's gonna. I mean, be too upset. I mean, if it takes us a little longer to get everything turned in, just as long because I think more the thing he cares about is just doing it right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I did that community partner research survey. That was like I have that, so I can just turn that in and put all of our names on it.
Okay.
And that I can just cover our grounds on that in case, you know.
Yeah. And I'll reach out to Joe, Dr. Joe, in an email, and let him know that I submitted our proposal.
That sounds great.
Hopefully,
Thanks for doing
hopefully
that.
it'll get approved.
There's another girl at the interview with me yesterday, and I know they're doing the restore too. So I hope it's okay that there's two of us doing it.
Oh yeah, Joe, Dr. Joe sent an email. As long as they have slots, like they'll get in touch with Joe when they've had too many, when they're full up.
Gotcha. Cool.
Cool. Well, I think this was a productive STE.
All right, and that document started, just so you know.
I saw that.
Thanks for doing that.
Thank you, Julie.
It was so hard, you know. I just
Look like you're breaking a sweat over there.
Okay. So here's my, okay, so like I've been looking at this sheet again though, because I'm back to it, because that's what I was like, because it wants, where'd it go? It was something about like our,
Which,
because it's that sheet that you were filling out about our proposals or objectives. But then it was like, list 3 personal objectives that you would like to meet.
I don't see that on mine.
It's on the proposal form.
See, and that's just confusing me because I don't like since we didn't go to that. Like, do we have to do it? Because it's not on D2L.
See, that's what I'm wondering too.
Nah. Oh, tough. This.
It's conflicting. Like I don't.
There's no room for me to put anything in there. Like.
No, I know, but it's like. But then it's like on the back. That's where it has it, but it has different or like you know what I mean. Like I just.
Yeah, I think we'll just go with that. And honestly, I'll play dumb.
We'll turn in one sheet, and if he wants more, then we'll be like, oh, okay, then we'll each our own.
I mean, we can all kick out just random ass objectives. I mean, well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is great.
Love it.
Cool.
Alrighty.
Are we good to stop recording then?
Yeah.